welcome to the Otter's Den. Grab your favorite beverage and snacks, grab a seat.
I hit these buttons. I tell you what, hang on.
Hello and welcome to the Otter's Den. Grab your favorite beverage and snacks.
Something ain't right. What is going on? Can you hear that?
I can hear you. I hear you.
Wait for it. Okay, maybe I got it taken. Nope. Did you just hear that? The double. You're not hearing that?
No. Like an echo?
Oh, wait. Hang on. I know it. I know what it is. I got YouTube pulled up so I could share it, and I forgot to turn the volume down. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another crazy edition of the Otter's Den, and where technical stuff just, yeah.
I know. We're getting the up north storms.
Oh,
It went from like 90 degrees down to like 70.
ouch.
Well, yeah.
Hey, what's up?
I'll tell you what, it's crazy. I have never seen tornadoes like this in July, ever. All my life on this planet, I have never seen this.
Why aren't I live on Facebook?
I don't know. Let me see.
Either.
Are you sure you're not? Let me look. I'll check.
Oh, it says there's an issue.
It could be these storms too.
It looks like the stream was deleted on Facebook. Try creating a new stream or just remove the destination from the stream, then re-add it.
Oh.
Okay, here, hang on. Okay, now we'll re-add it.
Okay.
Everything's all funky today.
Yeah, it's whacked.
Yeah, it's still not working. All right, well, I'll just share out the YouTube.
Okay, I was gonna say I can do it if you want me to.
Well, it's not live at all on Facebook, so
Okay,
you can't.
I was gonna share it from YouTube over, but if you're going to.
Yeah, you can share it too. That'd be great.
Okay.
That way your people see it too.
Gosh, hear that?
The hail?
No, it's just thunder.
Ah,
It's thunder.
I like thunder.
You know what? We did not get what Wisconsin and Chicago and those places got. They're devastated.
See, I didn't hear anything about it.
Oh my God, it was terrible. Well, I know it because I had the alert on my phone that we were going to have bad weather today. So, I was watching Max Velocity at work, catching up to see, because I usually will get it like St. Louis and that stuff comes over.
Yeah.
But if it's up like in Chicago and those places, it'll drop south.
Yeah.
It just depends. And they were getting 100-mile-an-hour winds just with thunderstorms. Have you ever seen that?
Not up there, I haven't. I have here in Nebraska quite a bit, but not up there.
Chicago? And I've never seen, well, the weather has been so crazy this year.
Yeah, it really has been.
There is so much going on astrologically, I hate to blame it on what's going on up in the heavens, but it's crazy.
I think it's got something to do with it. Stefan Burns, he's mentioned it too.
He thinks that. He's a scientist.
Yeah. And he just put a video out. About a super El Nino happening, which is weather. And then he'll talk about the stars and stuff. So I haven't watched the video yet, but he will.
Yeah. Sometimes he uses Eastern astrology.
Yeah.
But well, there's outages everywhere. They're at like I think when I left work, there was over 400,000 were without power.
Really?
Yeah, it was and it wasn't even supposed to be a tornado day, and they were just coming out. When you get people like Ryan Hall and Max Velocity on YouTube that go live with the storm chasers, those people are saving millions of lives.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, when we had the one go over the condo, Max was like right on point with where it was going to touch down. And he was, saying our subdivision and everything. And the street.
I remember that.
I mean, I've never been that scared in my life. Usually we look outside. Like tonight when it was storming, I went out and looked out. We go outside. But no sirens.
Well, that's a good thing.
No sirens. Well, it's just been, if I was one of those people that said they jacked with the weather, I would say they're desperate. They're jacking with the weather because I've never seen anything like this in my life.
Oh, I've been saying they've been jacking with the weather for years.
It would not surprise me.
Thank you. Hey, sis.
It would not surprise me. And I've kind of been one that says I think they do it in those planes. They don't do it around here because we're not that important.
They used to use HARP up in Alaska, and there were several other HARP stations. Alaska had one. Japan and China had one. There were 5 or 6 of them around the world. And they could heat the ionosphere up and move storms. They even admitted this in a congressional hearing because they wanted to tear down HARP because they don't need it anymore because they have smaller ways of doing it.
I've never seen tornadoes like in July. Usually tornado season is in the spring. You'll get summer storms. Everybody gets storms in the summer, but not like this.
No. This is Tornado Alley where I live, and our tornadoes are done. We might get some thunderstorms, but so it's very odd that they had those tornadoes up there.
It's weird. Wisconsin. On a lake. It's a whole little community on a lake.
That's nuts.
Devastated.
I don't like it.
No. Well, it's at desperation point.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a dog. When you corner a dog with rabies, he's going to bite. You corner you know what I mean? This is desperate. Yep. And, if you look at what we've been through July, and then I looked at the full moon that's coming in 2 days, which we're already in that energy cycle now.
Yeah.
So you've got the sun. Okay, we've got a full moon. Full moon illuminates. We talk about this every month, right? The full moon and Jupiter. No, my bad. The sun and Jupiter are together, right? The moon and Pluto are together. They're opposing one another. So Pluto is the underworld.
Jeez.
Pluto's the swamp.
Yeah.
This is not just a spotlight. on that. This is the bat signal.
And it's very swampy out there, let me tell you.
This is the bat signal. So today, and I thought, okay, we got the bat signal going on. Not only that, we got Saturn, Big Daddy Karma, just went into retro. When Saturn goes into retrograde for 6 months, that's when you get the whiplash.
Yes.
That's when the whiplash hits.
Yeah. And karma can be good karma. Hey, you've been doing your work. You've been working on yourself. You've been helping others. Here's a cookie. Here's a cookie.
Yeah.
Or it could be very negative. You've been an asshole, so we're going to face plant you in the concrete so you can learn about yourself.
And Saturn is a funny planet because, it's karma. It's accumulated karma. It's past life karma.
Yeah.
And generational karma.
Yep.
But so everybody talks, you have what's called a Pluto return when you're like 30 and it goes all the way around the wheel. So boom, or Saturn return, my bad, Saturn return. People freak out about it. Then you get another Saturn return in another 30 years, right? But in between that time, every 7 years, Saturn does a little check-in. So you either get a square with Saturn or you get an opposition somewhere in your chart. So in other words, Saturn return, but wait, every 7 years, you got to check in. So it's like you're always kind of being kept on path. You're always being watched. You're always being pulled back.
Guided and helped.
Guided. And when you look at Saturn as a guide, and it's so funny because every time something hits with Saturn on my chart, it hits in my job because my natal Saturn is in the 10th house.
Okay.
Right? So it's like, great.
So
And every time something happens.
I should probably look at where my Saturn is.
Absolutely.
I'm making a note.
Yeah. Well, wait, I might have your chart in my phone. I have like charts everywhere. I've got them on my phone. I've got them on a computer. I've got them on 2 computers, and I got them on my phone. It's sick. But this full moon is probably the biggest full moon of the year. And it really, really is, because you never have 2 planets that are involved in the full moon exactly conjunct with 2 other big planets. So it's actually a quadruple conjunction with an opposition.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
My native Saturn is in the 1st house. Yeah, it's a lot. It's gigantic. What else is? Well, and guess what? Oh, and we just had the North and South Node move into Leo Aquarius.
Okay.
So Aquarius, here you go. The North Node has moved into Aquarius. The North Node is the more positive of the 2 nodes. The North Node is positive. The South Node is in Leo, of things that you want to get rid of. So North Node, here we go. What's Aquarius? Aquarius is intellect. It's power to the people. It's rebellion. It's equality. It's the people standing up. It's clarity. People think Aquarians are standoffish. No, they don't want to hear whining. They don't want to hear emotional responses. They want you to talk, get to the point, but you better know your stuff. You better have studied the facts because they know the facts.
Yep.
So I would say they're probably the brightest, most intelligent, maybe, if you could pick that, because they're just very intellectual. They're scientific. They're very future oriented.
I don't know. Let Scorpios know some stuff too. Just saying.
Well, Scorpios creep. There's a difference between being an intellect and a creeper.
Just a creeping. There's a country song about that.
That's true. Scorpios creep, and they're like the They're they're the Pluto guy.
What can I say?
So it's the future, and Pluto is the garbage. It's the swamp. It's the transformation.
And there's a lot of that coming out right now.
Oh my
We've
God.
been talking about how much stuff is going to come out. We're going to get more truth, and we get more truth. And I'm telling you right now, because of what she is putting out, we are going to get more truth. So my tinfoil hat's upstairs. Otherwise, I'd be putting it on right now. Aluminum foil, excuse me. They just dropped. Fauci's diary came out. You can't make this up. Just as this stuff is hitting up there, somebody released Fauci's diary, and I watched a Glenn Beck video of it. He just hit on some high points, but it's sick.
It's
sick.
He knew in January. Where's the quote? I wrote it on the chart on the. Oh, here it is. I put it on the because I was so disgusted. In January, this is a quote unquote of an email, right? We know now the market was not the source. We know now the market was not the source.
He knew, but he kept claiming
his words.
Yeah. He knew.
It was the amplifier. Yeah. You know why? Because the market was right next door to the lab.
Yeah.
Right.
It got out.
Right next
it
door.
got out, hit the market. People there started getting sick, and it just went.
They started getting sick in November. So he knew back in November. So.
Hey, nice to see you.
It's not gain of function. It's gain of Fauci.
Gain of Fauci.
So a couple of the things in the diary that came out under the swamp, Pluto conjunction with the moon. Excited phone call today. Dancing of the Stars wants me to be on the show. Really?
It's all about him.
In the middle of a pandemic, and you're talking about in your diary, Dancing of the Stars. An article said Tyra Banks was sexy, but I'm sexier. You've got to be freaking kidding me. The press is still hot and heavy about me. There's multiple stories about me. 70,000 people are dead, but on a lighter note, I signed an N95 mask while a lady in line at the pharmacy.
That one.
It's unbelievable. Is this a narcissist or what? This is sick.
Huge. His ego. His freaking ego. It's outrageous.
It's you. If you didn't see it in his writing, and his emails, and his notes, nobody would believe this.
No. Not a bit.
I would believe somebody. There's no denying this.
It's his words, people, and that's just a small portion. It was only like a 10-minute video that Glenn Beck did. So imagine what's going to be coming out when they go through the rest of it.
You should see the stationery that he used for my diary.
What is it?
Did you know who he was best besties with?
That I can't remember the name. Help me out.
Bill Gates. The phone calls. They're all logged. He went over to Jake Tapper's house almost every weekend and had dinner with his wife. I thought we were on lockdown.
That don't go anywhere. Don't go to your friend's house. Don't go anywhere.
Garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Garbage.
And I have been watching videos of this doctor. I've been sharing them out. But he has been putting out scientific proof of how bad the jabs are screwing people up. They claim that jab was not supposed to stay in your system. However, this one guy, he had over 200 doctor's appointments, 200 examinations, specialists, and they proved that it is still in his system, and that is what is screwing him up. That S protein, it replicates and it gets into everything, and it causes microclots in your blood, and then eventually those microclots form the big white clots that the embalmers are removing from people.
Oh, and they said that was a lie too.
No, it's proven.
I know.
Reviewed. It's proven. Proven.
The thing about it is, why would he have hidden where it came from? What was the purpose of you hiding it? Well, because you were backing it. You paid for it.
Yes, thank you. And not just that one lab. Not just that one lab. You know how I've been saying for years that there were a lot of labs in Ukraine, and that's why Russia went in to take out those labs? Guess what?
Yeah.
It came out. It's true.
Yeah.
Take off that hat.
You know what? Get ready, because this full moon, back to back with what we had in July with the basket around July the 4th, the basket, if you just look at the patterns, February, the great conjunction with Neptune and Saturn together, and all of a sudden clarity starts to happen.
Full moons are about releasing things so better things can come in, and this would be a wonderful full moon for the people that can't see the truth to release the blinders that they have on in order to be able to accept the truth. And I'm not saying that to be a smart ass. I mean it. I mean that honestly. That would help you exponentially. Ask Spirit to help you see truth. And not just about all that stuff, about yourself, about others. Because when we got blinders on, people can be treating us like absolute garbage, and we refuse to see it because we want that connection, because we don't want to lose people out of our lives. But maybe Spirit sees and hears actions that aren't good. So Spirit's trying to remove that person from your life, but you're fighting it. When you fight it, that person stays in your life and causes more issues. Let it happen. Is it going to hurt? It might. Even if it's a toxic situation, it may still hurt to lose that toxic person. That's okay. Let it flow. Work through it.
This is the time. This is the choice. This is it. Because in this full moon, Neptune, Neptune is viruses.
Well, Bill Gates said the next one, he said, it's on video. The next one would be bioterrorism, biowarfare.
Well, it was. So
he said the next one that's going to hit, not the C virus. He said the next one. They're working on another one, and they've already tried they've tried a couple, the one on the boat and stuff like that, and we weren't buying it, so they trashed that one, tried another one, trashed that one.
Now the lettuce that I've been eating Taylor's Market lettuce now for 2 weeks. We eat it with meals. I'm fine. I'm
good.
We've been eating it. I had no idea. I thought it was Taco Bell.
That's another thing. It was Taco Bell. It was supposed to be cilantro and everything else. I had cilantro. I'm doing a heavy metal cleanse, and cilantro helps to get lead out of your system. And I work in the lead department at my job, so yeah, I'm working on that. But I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Neptune is
Fine.
in harmony with the moon on one side, and in harmony with the sun and Jupiter on the other side. Uranus, the great shock, right, is harmonious with the moon and Pluto on one side, and harmonious on the other side with the sun and Jupiter. This thing is so powerful. This is more powerful than the basket, I think.
So Uranus is in good shape then.
Oh, this is going to be. We have to trust what is being shown to us now.
Yeah, we do.
We must. We must trust, because even though it's ugly with these two fighting because they're opposing, what is supporting what is being shown is full faith in the universe right now.
Yeah.
Trust it. Trust everything. Trust the change. Pluto's transforming. It's tearing down everything.
Z-Sun's comment right here. Hopefully with all the poisons in our get our bodies can sort it out. Yes. But they are coming up with ways to remove that protein from our bodies. They are figuring out ways to repair the damage that has been done from this. And that's one thing this doctor that I've been sharing out is helping with. So if they're getting the tech, they're getting it down. There's several things that you can take. So just watch my posts. I'll share him out. Can't remember his name. Words are hard.
Dr. McCullough's got a whole thing too.
I've had a brain fog day all day.
Dr. McCullough has all kinds of stuff. There's a lot of stuff out there.
He thinks like I do. Uranus is an excellent shape.
Oh, it is. I'm telling. Here's the thing. If there are people that don't want to trust in what they're being shown, not willing to be open to change, because here's the thing. Aquarius is on one side, Leo is on the other side, and they're both what we call fixed signs.
Fixed.
They
don't give.
They don't like change.
No.
Scorpio is a fixed sign. They just don't. But change is inevitable right now. But I think you either evolve right now or you push back.
I have learned over a very long time to accept the change and let it flow. I might bitch about it the entire time, but eventually I will come to the point where I see the change as a good thing. Yes, I just said that.
Well, there's no stopping this. This is gigantic.
No, we have no control over it.
There's
the planets are controlling this. We have no control. All we can do is let it flow.
And right now, Jupiter and the sun meet like they're meeting right now. Luckiest transit in the zodiac for the whole week. And it's the luckiest transit there is. And that's every 12 years.
I bought my Powerball ticket.
I'm going to get one too. They're
drawing tonight.
Are they? Is tonight the night?
Tonight's the night.
Oh, crap.
I didn't either.
I didn't get one.
I didn't get that. I didn't wear my mask. I didn't adhere to any of the rules. Did I get it a couple times? Yeah. It was a minor cold.
I never have had it. I never had it.
I fought it off naturally.
I never
Garlic,
had it.
garlic, turmeric, and ginger.
Well,
2 or 3 days, I'm good. It was a sinus infection.
I never had it. Matt and I thought we had it once, but I think we just made it up. It was in our heads because there was nothing wrong with us. You know what I mean? Nobody had it. We didn't have it in our house. And I went out every week. I went out all the time.
So did I.
I worked the entire time.
Actually, my life did not change.
No, mine didn't.
When they put out all the rules, you can't go here, you can't go there. I didn't go anywhere. I went to work, I came home. That was my life. So my life really did not change much. And I refused to wear the mask unless I absolutely had to. And I didn't wear one of the N95s. I had this skull thing that I wore. I still got it upstairs. Kept it because it's cool. It's a skull, you know.
Think about it. People were making masks in material. Material doesn't stop a virus.
No. Yeah, I worked at Napa Auto Parts. I was considered an essential worker. I had to go to work. Did I get any bonus pay for going into a hazardous situation? No, I did not. Where's my compensation?
I worked. I went to work every day.
Yeah.
Every day. Didn't miss a day. I mean, I'd go to the dollar store. I went to the grocery store.
Yep.
I mean, shit. It's crazy. So after all this, after the full moon in 2 days, we're in the full moon right now. Look at what's happening. I mean, we're in it.
Yeah.
In it. Then August the 12th, guess what we have? We have our first eclipse. August the 12th, we have an eclipse in Leo.
This is deja vu right now. All of this, everything.
It's crazy.
No, you not wrong. This is crazy because I don't know if I dreamt this exact moment or I lived this exact moment already, but this is all deja vu. Your words, everything on my table. I'm all right.
Well, what's really cool about the eclipse is we talk about the magic triangle.
Yes.
The magic that we're in until 2028, 2029 with Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. All favorable. The magic triangle that forms on this eclipse, Venus, Uranus, and Jupiter. Are you kidding me? Boom.
Let's do it.
This is a South Node eclipse. When we have a South Node eclipse, especially in Leo, Leo represents leaders. This is on the South Node. We're going to see some leaders fall or quit or get fallen from grace usually.
And it's already being set up in several different countries.
Well,
several.
That's happening. It's just kind of this is a good eclipse. I like this eclipse. Then we have our last eclipse of 2026, and that's August 28th.
Okay.
I don't like this one.
Oh.
I don't like this one at all. This is another one on the South Node in Leo. But we're going to have a lot of those. We're in this for till 2028. It's got a T square on it. And a T square is The opposition. Okay, this particular T square is the sun is opposing the moon because it's a full moon. It's a lunar eclipse.
Okay.
And I think it's a lunar eclipse. I don't know. I think it is. But the T square has got Uranus at the apex, which means it's like it's a triangle, and the moon is squaring Uranus and the sun is squaring Uranus. What in the hell is that about?
And squares are not a good aspect, correct?
No, they're very harsh. A square teaches us its 90-degree angle. Oh, great.
So you got one line coming in, and then boom, it goes in a different direction.
And the energy has to be released at the apex, at the top, like this. It's a triangle. And Uranus is up at that top. So Uranus is going to be like, I don't know about this one. I'll keep looking at it more. But Jupiter and Saturn are trining. Yeah, it's a full moon.
Yep.
It's a lunar eclipse. So maybe we got enough. And we have the other Magi triangle, which is Pluto, Neptune, Uranus, are still very favorable. So maybe it's just
balance.
I hope. It's on the North Node.
Life jackets, just saying.
It's on the North. It's on the North Node, which is good because when it's on the North Node, it's the future. It's what we look to.
Right. It's the North Node is our sole purpose.
Right.
What we came here to do personally, in a personal aspect. The South Node is what we were born into with previous knowledge. You are good at something. You're good at mechanical things. You're a good mechanic. You're a good mathematician. It's what you came into this life with in an ability, but your North Node, what you're meant to do, is totally something completely different that you never knew you had an inkling to do until you go through your life changes and your dark nights of the soul and your awakening. And then all of a sudden you want to be a teacher. You want to be a healer. You want to do Reiki. You want to sell stones and crystals instead of rebuilding carburetors.
Right.
Hello. So that's something to keep in mind too, because eclipses will hit that also. And eclipses, they can bring things into your life and they can take things away.
Yeah. We lose people on South Node eclipses.
Yeah, it's a theme.
It's
and they always happen in threes. And it doesn't always have to be a death. You know, they say deaths always happens in threes. It doesn't have to be a death. It can be the death of a relationship.
Uh-huh.
The death of a job. The death of a car. Okay, well, there's a hole inside the block. It's done.
Well, this first one, though, the solar eclipse is on the South Node. And I'll tell you what, I think it's favorable. I think it's gigantic. It's favorable.
Good.
I'm not crazy about the lunar one. But, well, you know, you do what you do with with an eclipse, and you just ride the wave.
Yeah. Gotta let it flow. Don't fight it. That's one thing. Renee mentioned. They're going on a white water rafting trip in the Poconos with the scouts, and there are times when you're doing that. You need to steer and whatnot, but there's also times from watching videos of it that you just need to let the water take you where it needs to take you, and that's an experience. And your guide will teach you that.
That's right.
Well, sometimes you just got to go with the damn flow, even if it hurts.
The second one is very well supported. So you know what? Uranus is it's breakthroughs. whatever these two are going up against, you know, when you have eclipses, you've got Leo on one side, you've got Aquarius on the other side. The North Node is we are headed towards a collective, a group. What can I do for humanity? Aquarius
This,
is the future. It's the collective.
this.
Leo is more self. So, if you noticed, we had such a God victimhood when Neptune was in Pisces for 13 freaking years. Oh, poor
Yeah.
me. We're out of that now. Now it's time to me is done. It's what do we do as a group?
You are not a victim. Become a survivor.
Right,
Change your mental attitude.
right.
Did you get through it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It happened to you, but did you get through it?
Yeah.
Dead yet? No, you're still here. You're still here. You got through it. You've
Right.
gotten through everything you've ever went through to get to today, to this right now moment. You did it. Be proud of yourself. Was it a bitch? Yes. Why? To teach you. Did you learn your lesson? I hope so, because if not, it's gonna hit again very soon.
Coming back.
That's what we're trying to tell you with her telling you about the astrology and me trying to tell you how it's going to work. These lessons are going to hit again if you haven't learned.
Well,
That's
that
me. I know.
Aquarius, like I said, wants to hear the facts. If you're gonna talk to me and you want to be blah blah blah, know your shit.
Yeah.
And they can appear to be standoffish, but they're not. But this axis is saying, okay, we're going to pull the Leo high vibrational things, and Leo is the heart. Leo is warmth and kindness and the heart. So it's being an intellect, but you balance that with being warm and having a heart.
Yep.
So that's the axis of the lessons of these two. It's collective. It's what can you do for your community? What can you do for your tribe? It's all about groups.
Yeah.
Social groups, and not that nobody is the top dog.
Volunteering in your community. If you go fishing, take a trash bag with you and pick up the people's garbage that they leave for them.
Well,
that is good karma for you. And eventually, maybe they'll learn not to leave their trash everywhere. That's one thing, Renee's son is an Eagle Scout. So he had to go through Webelos and Bears and Cub Scouts and, had to climb up the ladder to get it. And I'm very proud of that young man. But that's one thing. When you go on a camping trip, you leave that place better than you found it. You patrol, you pick up everything, gum wrappers, anything. You pick it up and you put it in the trash.
Did you notice at the World Cup when the Japanese team was playing, that Japanese fans had garbage bags, and at the stadium before they left, they went around and cleaned the stadium.
I didn't notice that. I didn't watch it. That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you.
I mean, what the stuff, and I think the whole basket, everybody talked about Barbeau's basket, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, well, that's not what he did, but that's what social media said. Yeah, they did. And it's like the minute Barbeau's basket hit, all of a sudden, all millions of people came to visit us, loved us.
Yeah.
Said the press told us all these mean negative things, and none of it was true.
It changed the world's idea of who and what this country is, who and what we are. You go to the movie theater. And what does everybody do as they're emptying their popcorn and their pop? They stick it under their seat. They get up and leave. No, pick it up. There's a trash can on the way out. Put it in the trash.
Everybody should. You know, it's funny if
Not
you
cool.
ever watch Taylor Swift at a football game.
No.
Okay, Taylor Swift up in the suite, mind you, and you know there's people up there to wait on them.
Oh yeah.
Walks around.
Sorry, I got hitch.
And cleans up the entire place.
Cool.
Yeah. So it's like it's the little things, but you know, you could just see Barbeau's basket. It was just unfolding.
Yeah.
And there was no stopping this onslaught of our Norwegian friends, our African friends, our Australian friends, our Japanese, all over the
British.
world.
They were all amazed. They're all doing videos of how great this country is, and they cannot believe what they have been lied to about.
Yep.
By our media, by their media.
And you know what? Where Pluto is right now in the U.S. chart, don't you? Third house in the house of the media. It's getting taken down.
Can't make it up.
No, you cannot make this up.
And we've been saying this for a long time. Every time it hits, we say this is going to hit the media, and it does. And then it hits a little more, and then it hits a little more, and it's going to hit a little more. Just saying. Look at the news stations that refuse to carry our president's speech. They are now being fined. What is it? $25 million.
Are they?
Instant karma. Here you go.
Are they being fined?
Yeah.
I didn't know. Well, here's. I guess is that their choice? Maybe I don't.
Yes, it's their choice, but this is the first time this has ever happened. And
it is. Is it?
Yeah, this has never happened. They have always carried the president's speeches.
Okay.
And they said, no, we're not going to do this. And then one of them cut it off early. They got fined $10 million instead of the $25 million for not doing it. But they're going to learn. This is America. Americans deserve to be able to listen to our president's speeches, and it's your choice on if you want to listen to it or not want to listen to it.
I don't.
It needs to be available to everybody.
But the speech was nothing. It was like 10 minutes, and all it was we have found these items. We are releasing these items. Our machines were manipulated against. We've got the proof. Now, whether or not you want to believe the proof, that's your option.
But these news stations thought that would be dangerous for us to hear. They're covering their ass for lying, what they're doing.
It's not up to them. It's not their choice. Here's the thing. I'm sorry, but, Neptune is elections, and within the past week, and Neptune and Pluto are together, and within the past week they have found irregularities, and this is coming straight from the state.
Every state.
It's Michigan, Alaska, Ohio. Was it Ohio? I don't remember. There's about 5 or 6 of them that are currently now, like Arizona had like thousands of ballots that didn't get delivered to people. We don't do that here. We don't do that.
And with the data cards from the voting machines, there was so much data packed onto them, the machines were having difficulty extracting it, so a lot of votes didn't even get counted. That's a new thing.
Why don't we just get rid of those machines?
Yeah. I walk in to my voting center. I proudly show my ID. Even before we had to, I had my ID out. You don't need to do that. Yes, I do. Okay. All right. You're who you are. Thank you for that.
They don't look
Make
at your
them check it.
signature. They don't check your signature when you go in to vote.
Yeah, there is a place where I have to sign my name.
Yeah.
It's a small town. And then I take my paper ballot. I spend 5 minutes, 10 minutes filling it out, and I proudly hand it back in. I don't use a voting machine. That piece of paper, nobody can change that.
We have all
My
paper.
signature on it.
And you know what? We show ID. Our early voting is the weekend before the election. One
Yeah.
weekend.
Yeah.
It's at voting centers.
Yep.
We have no drop boxes.
That.
You have to turn them into the clerk. Absentee ballots by request only, and they
Yes.
must be approved.
Yeah, they aren't mailed out to everybody. They aren't
No.
mailed out to everybody.
No, let's see, what else do we have? And we have, if you ever look, Kentucky gets the votes in first before anybody. That's how good are they. I mean, we don't have those issues. You know, I mean, you mail out millions of ballots to people that aren't even alive.
Yeah. Yeah.
It makes no sense. That's not even common sense. It's not even common sense.
And the fraud is going to come out even stronger now. They're finding more and more and more every day.
Well,
So-
they're on the bubble now because they're caught.
Yeah. And people are mad.
I'm mad.
Okay. If you're mad because all this fraud is being brought up to the surface and these fraudsters are being arrested and all this money is being reconfiscated by our federal government, that is going to go to the debt. That is going to go to places it needs to go, where it was supposed to go, instead of where it went.
To the people that
Your
need it.
taxes. Your taxes. You bitch about paying taxes, but you're mad about the fraud being reported. Okay, see where I'm going here? But your money went to those fraudsters.
Right.
But you don't want to pay taxes. You're mad about paying taxes, but you're not mad about the money going to the fraudsters instead of where it needs to go. This is why I said earlier, I may have set this up. Take the blinders off.
Yeah.
With the astrology that's happening right now, take the blinders off and accept what you see. Do your homework. Don't get me wrong. Do your homework. Do your studies. But accept the truths that are coming out, because there's going to be a lot more. And if you can't accept the truths, you're in for a hurting time very soon.
There is no stopping this. I've never in my life seen things like this.
You cannot stop a planet. You cannot. It's going to do what it does. You cannot stop it. All you can do is figure out how to deal with it. You can either fight it or you can accept it and change in order to survive it.
You know, it's funny because all I see now is like when I see astrologers and stuff trying to talk about what's going on, they look like we've been shell shocked.
Yeah.
We're shell shocked. I mean, it's wait till everybody starts looking at the full moon.
Well,
it's shell shock.
250 years worth of lies. Over that, actually. If you go back to when we first came here, how many years is it? I mean, we have been lied to about our history, about our past, about how our history actually happened, about what Christopher Columbus actually did. He wasn't the first person here.
He never stepped foot on North American soil.
No, the Vikings were here.
Well,
I
mean,
natives, they came up from the south, came over the land strait. I mean, it's Christopher Columbus did not discover this country. He landed in what, South America?
No, the Bahamas, the Caribbean.
Yeah. And what he did was atrocious. I'm not going to say it on air.
Dude was never here. Why do we get the day off?
And if you keep wanting to follow your King James Bible, do your homework about King James. All I'm going to say about that. Well, you find out the truth about him, you might start looking into your beliefs. I'll just leave it there.
Well, and that's what's so nice about here. I think when the World Cup was here, it was so funny that what we take for granted, air conditioning, big refills, free refills,
big cups,
ranch dressing.
That was one of the biggest ones.
Yeah.
They were trying to take ranch dressing home on the plane, and it's in too big of a bottle. So buy the package, take it home, add some milk, whatever, and make your ranch dressing.
Buttermilk.
Yeah. So now I'm sure they're ordering it on the internet and having it shipped. If they could have tasted the actual original Arctic Circle burger sauce, that would have beat ranch dressing.
Yep.
It's been changed since we had the Arctic Circle in Beatrice. There's still a couple of them out there. You can buy the sauce online, but it's been changed. It's not quite the same. So I figured out how to make my own.
I just think it was so cute. It made my summer. I'll tell you, it should have made everybody so happy, so proud. Yeah. It was just wonderful.
Yeah,
absolutely. And what was funny is if you paid attention to the energy that was here,
they brought so much good energy.
They brought so much good energy.
Yes.
It dissolved all the negative energy that the mainstream media tried to put out there. It didn't work. It just because people were just too excited. Yeah. They're having too much fun.
Yeah, and so they made videos and put it out, and people could see it and hear it, and you could feel the excitement in their words and their expressions and their body language.
It was wonderful.
It was real. It was real.
And what was great was the stars that the football stars that actually came here.
That's what I was talking about right there.
Yeah. Yeah. But the football guys that came, the mega stars raved about America.
Mm-hmm.
They just raved about it. And that made it even more legit. These are their idols. And, there were videos of thank you. And, it was record-breaking views. People watched all over the world.
Yeah.
So it was a proud moment for us. And that was right when the basket was just, coming into play. And I thought, here we go. It's the little things you expect.
So in a way, the basket, Barbo's basket in astrology, was helping to fill everybody's basket if they allowed it to. It allowed them to fill their cup with joy because they could share in the joy in the videos that they were seeing if they chose to. That's the thing. You have a choice.
That's right.
That video of this Brit being amazed that people will say hello to you and look at you in the eyes while they're doing it. Hey, how you doing? As you're passing them on the street, instead of looking down at your phone and over here, because in Britain, you don't do that. You don't do that. You do not talk to people you're walking by. You ignore them. He made that video, and he could not believe that people would actually say hello. Hey, have a good day.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we strive for. I mean, there are people that aren't good people, even over here, but for the most part,
Yeah. I mean, it to me, it was just like, well, this is the magic triangle that's going to be here till 2029. We have another basket next year.
29/11. Just saying.
I'm telling you.
So
Well,
is the star pentacle?
that was the 19th of
19th.
July. That star, and you know what was funny, Denise? What made the fifth point on that pentacle was the moon in Libra.
Yes.
In America's chart, it hit the 10th house, which is the house of the president, was the moon in Libra. And Libra represents balance. You know, in a mundane astrology chart, in the country's chart, it represents balance, peace, legal, the law.
Yep.
Relationships, love, beauty. So that came in on the 19th, but you know, it didn't last that long because the moon moved so quickly.
Very quick.
Oh, you've been sick for a while. Are you feeling better? Look on your chart. What's hitting your chart?
That and I know a guy that might be able to help a little bit with that. So if you want, get a hold of me.
Oh, what's your chart? What's hitting your chart right now, Denise?
Well, it might be her chart or it might be something else. I'm not saying
it was her sinuses, I think, wasn't it? I think it was her. Yeah, coughed. It was her sinuses. Much better. Good. God love you.
Fresh garlic, crush it, let it set for 10 to 15 minutes. Turmeric and fresh ginger 3 times a day. It tastes like ass, but it will burn everything right out of your system.
I like the taste of turmeric and ginger.
But when you mix them all together,
Yeah,
it's a thing.
yeah.
But
No, I
it
wouldn't
will help. If you got a sinus infection, it'll burn it right out.
I'll tell you what, we
2 days.
tried.
Guaranteed. I may be a blonde, but I know a couple things.
I don't have your chart, Denise. I should. It's probably on my other computer. So I usually have everybody. I got somebody's chart in here and I've got the name Demon on it. I'm thinking, whose chart did I look up and name them Demon?
You might want to figure that out.
Not a friend of mine.
I have people's numbers in my phone, and I don't remember who that person is, but it says, do not answer. Do not answer 2. Do not answer 3. Do not answer.
I know. I got to get that chart out of there. That's bad.
There's a reason.
I know who it is. But that's funny.
And it's okay to do that. It is okay to cut someone out of your life if you are not treated fairly.
I
If
had
they're a toxic person, it is okay to cut them out of your life.
you have to. Sometimes you have to. You don't have a choice. It took me a long time. It took me a while.
Me too.
But, and it took me a lot of people telling me, if you don't. And then my son said, if you don't, I will never speak to you again. Okay, that's it.
You know, I tried my best.
I'm done.
To get along with my first ex-wife for the benefit of my children. You know, after we separated and everything. But my children are grown now. And that woman did something. Hang on. I've got to calm myself down for a minute so I can find my words. Because I'm still getting triggered by it. And I know it's my trigger. I need to work through it. That's what I'm trying to do. She did something so heinous, at least to me, to one of my children, that gave me the opportunity to be able to finally walk away from that woman and say, you know what, I never have to speak to that woman again if I choose not to.
That's right.
And she knows it. I made sure she knows it. Is that a Scorpio aspect? Yes, it is. I made sure she knew it. You do things to me, fine. You don't do them to my kids. You don't do them to our kids. No. But here's the good aspect. My children got to learn about who that person is. They got to see and feel it firsthand. And they got to choose how to handle that situation. They got to choose what they want to do about it. And I allowed them to. I didn't say, you have to do this or have to do that. I just said, I'm sorry that happened to you. If I can help you, I will. But you get to make your choice. And they made their choice. And it's a good choice. I'm proud of my two kids. Do they still have stuff to do with the mom? Yeah, they do. That's their choice. I'm not going to tell them, you can never speak to that woman again. That's not my choice. That's their choice. Has their relationship changed with that person? Yes, it has. In the correct ways. Yeah. Oh, Z-Sun, DNA, do not answer. Yes. I thought you could say DNA from the, yeah, anyway, I got it.
Oh, that's so funny.
Well, if it's trying to slow you down, maybe you need to sit down and take a rest. Maybe you've been trying to pump that gas pedal too hard and do too much. The universe has a habit of sitting you down if you refuse to sit down and see what's right in front of you. I have that issue, just saying. So just, you got to let things flow. You got to look at what's happening to you with an open mind. You got to figure out, okay, this happened today. Let's look at why it happened. Let's figure out when it happened. Because even though it happened to you today, it might have started a long time ago when you were a teenager or in your 20s, but it just finally came to fruition today. You got to be able to pick everything apart and understand it. Follow the timeline and be able to admit to yourself, okay, maybe I did this way back then, even if you meant to or not, okay, that might have worked out to you today. Or this person did this to me and I let it go, and I've been allowing this behavior ever since then. Maybe I need to stop that behavior so I can find somebody that treats me better.
I found it, Denise.
Yep.
You can always find it in the chart. Denise, guess what is hitting your Chiron right now? Guess what is conjunct your Chiron?
I knew you were looking.
Yeah. I knew I'd find her chart. Big Daddy. Big Daddy's hitting your Chiron in retro. Big Daddy.
That means you need to go in reverse a little bit.
Well, Chiron is your physical body.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to have your nodal return this year.
So maybe slow down a little bit.
God,
give yourself some space and some time.
Magic.
I know what it's like to go. I do. But sometimes spirit needs us to sit back and look at things, understand things. And in order to do that, we need to slow down just a little bit. So I bet if you do that, I Just start feeling better. She's like, oh crap.
Remember when Saturn hit my knee, my rising with my knee?
Knee, yeah.
Same thing. Saturn is bones, and Saturn. Maybe it's something saying, "Hey, is this something that you've had that you didn't take care of once before, and maybe it's repeating? You need to take care of it."
That's okay. Personal experience. Okay, I finally get enough money to buy ceiling wood for my bedroom in the office. See, that's been my ceilings. It's still my ceilings, but I came up with enough money with some help to get the actual ceiling wood to put up. That way I could go up in my attic and put the insulation in to help with the household bills.
Yeah.
Heat and the cooling. However, while doing that, I got 9-foot ceilings. I'm 9 foot up in the wall. And the ladder literally got yanked out from under me sideways.
Yep.
I was in no position for it to fall that way. I felt it. It got yanked. Yep. At first, I'm like, okay, somebody did that. Well, somebody did do that. Spirit. Here's the reason. For a long time, I've been wanting to get TRT therapy. It's a sound wave therapy, like an ultrasound. But except the sound goes in so fast that it literally blows up scar tissue and damage, and it stimulates your stem cells to start healing. I've been wanting to get that done to my shoulders and my neck. That's backwards. I've been saving up. However, Spirit said, you know what? You're taking too long. We're going to do it now. So when I fell, my throat fell on the leg of the ladder, and I screwed my neck up again, broke my larynx. Chiropractor thought I broke my neck, but I didn't. But I was able to take what I had saved and a little here, a little there, and I was able to pay for the therapy, and it's helping. So Spirit just said, you know what? I'm tired of waiting. We're going to do this. You're going to figure it out. Here we go. So even though I screwed myself up worse than I was, I'm going to end up better than I was, if that makes sense.
See, it's so weird how stuff like that happens. It's just sometimes.
House fire. I use that all the time on the show. The house fire was a blessing. I thought it was a curse. No, it's a blessing. But it took me a long time to sit in the dark and see that.
I know.
First, when I fell off the ladder, I was pissed. I thought somebody did that. And then I sat back, I sat down, and I looked at the entire situation. And I'm like, okay, this actually helped me. Thank you.
Yep. And I'm going to the doctor tomorrow for my knee, and it's just going to be one of those things where it's going to be like, okay, this is your last cortisone shot, and you're just going to have to suck it up and get the surgery. You have to do it. So it's like, go in, get it, get the shot, because the shots work, and they last. They last a while. And
they work for some people.
They do work.
They did not work for Shannon, my ex-wife, my second ex-wife. They did not work. Some they do, some they don't. It depends on your physiology. Yeah. Some it can actually do more damage, but some it can help.
Yeah, they help me.
Good.
And I usually go about once a year, but I have to have surgery. There's no getting out. I have no other choice. I have put it off, Denise, how long? Since Denise has known me. And it's just because I'm a big baby. And I thought, okay, get it done after. Don't, if anything right now, with all this swirling, eclipse season, absolutely don't do it until after that.
Before you get to surgery, look into that sound wave technology I was talking about, because that can also help. with knees.
I'll ask about it. I've got this thing. I'm using this, I'm using red light on it now.
Good.
Red light, warmth, and vibrate. It's called the Revitalizer.
Okay.
It's this little machine. It's not working, but I'm still trying.
I've got a thing I use for my shoulders, but it's so damn difficult for one person to put on. It's got two straps, and you got to hold it, and it's up to put on by myself.
Yeah.
But I do try to use it when I can, and I've been looking into now saving up for some kind of red light therapy. But I'm looking into all this.
Well,
Michelle, how you doing? I just saw you pop on. Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got to have a whole replacement.
Yep, that's what Shannon had.
Yeah, mine's just gone. I'm very lucky because it's only one knee. It was an old, when I was
Injury?
like 13, it was from a motorcycle wreck.
Shannon, she used to do ballet, and she injured hers.
Yep.
Ballet, and they didn't catch it. And so over the years, it just kept getting worse and worse.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, he developed a clot after the surgery. It is getting better, but it takes time and sucks waiting for that.
Yep.
But it's a good thing. It's a thing.
Well, I think right now, I don't know. I don't trust. There's just too much swirling. June. Now 2 weeks.
I think Spirit is giving you a message. Sit down.
You need, you know what, Denise? Pluto's in Aquarius. It's hitting your north node too. You need a bubble suit.
Michelle, did you fall bowling? Me and Michelle used to be on the same bowling team.
That's so funny.
I'll leave it there. But did you fall bowling and maybe hit your knee? I mean, that could have been what started it.
My poor daughter's had like 3 ACL surgeries, but she played basketball.
Oh, crap. You know what? I went bowling with my kids the other day, and the bowling alley got all new bowling shoes. Usually you have one or the other with a rubber sole. One's your sliding and one's your traction. No, both of the soles are rubber, and I go to bowl and I stick instead of slide, and I went down and nailed my knee. Oh, here we go.
That hurts.
It does. It does. I got up and my daughter's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "I don't know. I'm going to go sit down. I'm smiling right now, but I'm going to sit down."
Yeah, plastic wrap suit. I'm telling you, Denise needs one. She needs a plastic wrap suit. Yeah. God,
Christy has a whole bunch of bubble wrap for me. So yeah, I might make a suit and just wear it on the show.
That'd be hilarious. God, Pluto will do it. Pluto is the plastic wrap suit. I'm telling you, Pluto's strong right now. It's in Aquarius, and it's with that damn. It's gonna be with the moon. Here we go. It's kind of exciting.
Yeah, probably so.
Yeah. It's those old little injuries that when we're younger, they heal and you just think nothing of it. And then you get older and they just seem to show up.
Or you injure it again and again and again.
Yeah, just show up. Yeah. They just show up.
But speaking of showing up.
I'm out of here.
Yep, me too.
So,
thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight, listening to us rant and rave, and trying to teach you a couple things here and there during the process.
Yeah. Keep your eyes open for a lot of world stuff. Watch for world leaders.
Yeah, it's going to happen. It's happening now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
It's happening now.
World leaders.
people are starting to open their eyes, thank God, and they're pushing for change. You know, there are protests all over that's not getting reported. People are pushing for change, and it's going to happen.
It's going to happen. There's no stop. I mean, shell shock.
You too. Yeah.
Take care of yourself, hon. Have a great week, everybody.
Yeah.
Have a great full moon.
Absolutely. Night.
Night, everybody. Thank you.
I don't know about that yet, Michelle. Before I hop off, I will touch on that just a little bit. If you think about it, America has been at war for decades, and someone is trying to stop that. Our past leaders should have done something about a situation for 47 years, and they haven't done it. 47, 11. President, 45 and 47. You look at the numbers, the astrology. I don't think it's coming here. I think it's going to start to end. That's what I'm praying for. Because even the other countries over there that are the same religion are fighting back against that one country. Because they're getting hit by that country too. So I think they are opening their eyes a little bit, praying, and I just hope that we have peace soon. That's what he says he wants. I choose to believe that. I've looked into a lot of things. I've done a lot of studying, and I choose to believe that. If not, my eyes will be opened. Okay. But we got to do something, because if that country gets a nuke, that's when stuff will come. So he's doing everything he can to stop it, and everybody's fighting against him. Let things flow. Let's see what happens. And on that note, I'm going to hop off of here. My friend Cindy is going to be going on her show on the Rift Network Nation in about 30 minutes. So I'm going to watch that. And then I'm going to go to bed so I can go to work tomorrow. It is. It really is. It is. I will agree with you on that. But something had to be done. So on that note, thank you, everybody. Join me and Jan and Renee, or me and Renee and Jan. I tried to switch it up. Next week, we will figure out some kind of life issue to talk about, and we've had a few life issues here lately, so we'll probably come up with a pretty good subject. Yeah. That's going to be a good show. I don't even know what we're going to talk about, but I already know it's going to be a good show. So have a good evening. Let things flow. Don't fight it. Let it flow. And quit trying to walk back upstream of the river that you're in, because that makes eddies and swirls and all kinds of stuff that you don't want. Just hop on the log that's coming down, or the canoe that's coming down. Just hop in that and just let it flow.